Hello, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Shades of Queen Entertainment. I am your host, Queen Hadassah, and I want to welcome you to my Tea Diaries. Every day we discover life's simplest secrets to success. And so today, I have a good one for you. Now, you caught me in the process of doing my makeup because I had to stop. I was getting ready for work and I was mid-makeup, right? And it just all came together. Now, today is Synchronicity Saturday. And that's exactly what Saturday is about. Everything coming together, right? So I wanted to talk to you today because yesterday was just a really dark, gloomy day. But in that darkness, it was still a bit of beauty that was left behind as well. Because I was able to really take a look at what was going on with me. I had to dive deep and figure out what was going on with me because I just was not right. I was just not okay. I was experiencing a bit of personal form of rejection, you know. Certain things just didn't work out the way that I would have liked them to. And I don't know, it just kind of threw me off a little bit. So I was carrying on, you know, at work and everything, and it was just bad. I had a bad attitude. I didn't like my attitude at all. At all. At all. And so I needed a boost of energy. And so that's why today I'm drinking a bit of peppermint tea. Give me that boost of energy. Now this one here is from, it's a peppermint herbal tea from Private Selections. It is caffeine free for those of you who do not like caffeine or want to do like caffeine free beverages. You don't need a whole bunch of energy. But believe it or not, even though this is still caffeine free, it still gives you that boost of energy that you need to pick yourself up. And so I definitely needed to pick me up, okay? So my peppermint herbal tea from Private Selection was the one that I decided to go with. And it is a great remedy, peppermint, for relieving any aches, headaches, body aches, muscle aches, things like that. Rejuvenation of the skin and blood vessels. Also good for clearing up bacterial infections if you have any of those. What else? Ooh, there's so much more. I'll tell you something new about peppermint tea just about every other video, so just stay tuned. Ooh, honey, that is hot. Ooh, wee. Okay. So, my message for you today is: faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. That's by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now that's John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, to be exact. Yes, English writer and philologist. He is the author of the high fantasy works The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. So I know before you ask, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know I haven't seen all of them, okay? I really haven't seen them at all, to be real. I'm gonna let you know that when I was a kid growing up, I was really heavy on the Harry Potter. You know, I was a Harry Potter fan, like through and through. So I really love that. But I do want to get into The Lord of the Rings. So if you have any suggestions on where to start, or if I should watch The Hobbit, then let me know. But right now, I'm not really thinking about The Hobbit right now. But anyway, so faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. So let me tell you something, how this all comes together, right? Like I said yesterday, it was a bad day, honey. Everybody has bad days. Everybody. And yesterday was a bad day for me because I had to really just remind myself who I was, you know? In the light of this darkness, I had to let the spirit come back over me and remind me who I was. Because I had an ounce of forgetfulness or something, whatever you want to call it, right? Brain fart, whatever. Where I forgot who I was. And yes, I took a long detox this past week. I will show you my calendar, but it started on Monday and it ended yesterday on Friday. I had a detox from you all, not because I don't love you. I love you so much. Believe me, that's why I had to detox. Because I noticed that after my meditation on Monday, everything in my spirit kept saying, okay, all right, pull back, pull back, pull back. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's regroup. Because your spirit is changing. It's changing. And by change, I mean growth. Changing, right? And so I needed to do that. I needed to go in there alone with that growth. I needed to experience that type of growth all by myself. All by myself. And so I needed to take that week. During my detox, I also detoxed my body as well. It was so rewarding. I mean, I'm telling you, I did a 5-day cleansing detox. I took some herbal veggie detox pills for purification of the body, just basically releasing all the toxins from within there. And I'm telling you, honey, it was much needed, okay? Much needed, much needed. And during that detox, I had some awarenesses coming into the new year that some things just had to go, you know? Some things just had to go. Now, being that this is SynchroniciTEA Saturday, I'm gonna bring it all together for you, okay? I'm gonna bring it all together for you, trust me. So, some things just had to go. They couldn't come into the new year with me, right? And so at first I was just like hesitant, really hesitant on letting certain things go. And by certain things I mean anything, and I also mean certain people as well. They just had to go, honey. I was hesitant because sometimes fear of abandonment or fear of loneliness or rejection, it kind of scares you a little bit, right? It makes you feel like, oh my God, no, I can't do it. No, please give me somebody. Honey, let me tell you something. You don't need anybody but God. And that's the truth, just outright. Now, I'm not saying that you should travel through this world alone and just, let that be and be happy with that. No, honey, that's not what I'm saying. Everybody deserves somebody. Everybody deserves somebody. But what I'm saying is, don't you wrap yourself around and get engulfed in darkness when things don't go the way that you intend. Hadassah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, when things that you thought would work out don't work out the way that you planned, it's okay. It's time to regroup and refocus on who you are. And so for me, I had to remind myself, because somewhere along the way, honey, I bumped my head and forgot. I must have forgotten. Yesterday was not a good day for me. Excuse me, it was a day of remembrance. I was really, really, really channeling my mother and my grandmother and trying to bring them back into my focus, because they are who I am, They are my blood, my descendant, or excuse me, my ascendants. Excuse me, I am their descendant. They are my ascendant, right? And anytime that I am lacking connection or awareness within myself, I have to take a step back and regroup and figure out where I lost it, right? And where I lost it, excuse me, where I lost it was in that darkness. It weighed on me like a cloud in the night, thick, heavy, relentless. I was just stuck, feeling stuck, right? That feeling of stuckness, and I know that's not a word, but that feeling of stuckness, right? Just being in that sunken place. It really got to me. It really, really got to me. It really made me feel less than, like I wasn't good enough. And that's not me. Honey, I am good enough, and so are you. Remind yourself whenever you forget you are good enough. But the key is, don't just say farewell to yourself and give up on yourself when those times of darkness come around. That's not the key. That means you lack the faith. You're faithless, right? You don't believe that things are going to work out for your favor, for your higher good, for your highest good, right? And I don't know about you, but I am not a faithless being. By all means, I am not a faithless being. As a matter of fact, I lean heavily on my faith, and I encourage you to do the same. Because I can tell you this, in your times of uncertainty or vulnerability, where you just don't understand how it just all comes together, you just can't fathom how God created somebody like you and what your purpose is and what you're here for, it's going to all come together. And one thing that I encourage you to remember is that sometimes, rejection is not only a blessing, honey, but it's also protection. And that's a blessing in and of itself. Because you could be so hell-bent on doing things your way, being with certain people that you see your life with, right? That you feel like should be in your life for a lifetime, right? Not a seasonal reason, but a lifetime. So you feel like they should be in your life. Unfortunately, like I said before, honey, and if you didn't catch that video, go back and check it out. But everybody is not meant for you. Everybody does not hold your highest good, and certain people, you just have to release them, honey. Release them in love. Don't do it out of hatred or envy or jealousy or whatever you want to call it. Don't do it out of that, honey. Release them in love. Release them in love. Why are you releasing them in love? So that you can make sure that everything that you do is leading with love. Because what you don't want to do, honey, is do anything with ill will or negativity in your heart and your spirit. Yesterday, I lost my cool, honey. I lost my shit. Excuse me. I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. I lost it because I was overwhelmed with grief and anxiety, because a piece of me was broken. I'll be honest with you. A piece of me was absolutely torn apart. Ooh, honey, I didn't know if I was going to get through the day. But I had faith. I had to regroup and reconnect. So I channeled my mother and asked her to bring me back to who she created me to be, right? And that is this luminescent being, right? I found it hard in the beginning to kind of like pick myself back up from the things that were weighing me down, because it was just so comfortable to be in that place of sunkenness. And why do I say it was so comfortable? Because first of all, let me let you know that sometimes the darkness isn't always a bad thing. Oh, honey, let me repeat that, honey. Sometimes the darkness isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes the darkness is necessary for you to kind of die a little bit. And I mean a death that is so spiritual, so incredible, so necessary. And in that death, you become reborn again, and you rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Believe me, I do it all the time, honey. All the time. So that I can be reborn again, right? Renewed is what I call it. I call it a renewing of the spirit and the mind, right? And let me tell you, it's so necessary, because there are certain things that, when you think about it, they just are not meant to travel with you. You know, they're not meant to go with you to your next destination. They're not. And as much as we resent that and want to fight that and want to hold on to something that isn't really there and isn't really yours at the moment, that's not the way to carry on. Sometimes you have to release things in love. Release it, let it go. Let it go and let God, honey. Let God handle it. I have faith. I'm not faithless. I have faith that God's going to handle it. He's going to fight all my battles for me. Oh, absolutely. He's going to fight all my battles for me. And with that knowledge and with that security and with that, you know, that faith, that hope, I am able to carry on throughout my day successfully without really thinking about, okay, well, what's going to happen if I do this? What's going to happen if I do that? What's going to happen if I say this or if I say that, or if I come across this person or if I come across that person or this and that and this and that? Oh my gosh, honey, I get so tired of thinking about everybody else and what they think and what they say. I do not care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. It's not for me to care. And so if you want me to care, honey, I'm sorry, I don't. I'm releasing it in love. I'm releasing it in love, and I have faith that God is going to work it out for my highest good, because I wholeheartedly believe that if something is meant for me, then it's going to come back to me. It's going to definitely come back to me. It will be mine. And so if I release it, oh, I know, you know that saying back in the day, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, that's how you know. Okay, well, honey, I wholeheartedly believe that. So to all the ones I loved before, and one in particular, I'm letting it go. Letting you go so that you can grow, because I'm growing already. I know, you know, where I'm going and who I am and where God is trying to take me. I understand finally. There was a lack of clarity before, especially yesterday when I was just like unaware of what was going on. I was so confused, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. I was so confused. I was like, oh my God, God, what is going on? A rebirth had to happen, honey. A rebirth had to happen. And I'm so glad that it did, because like I said, it was absolutely necessary. That rebirth and that regrowth that took place was all a part of God's plan to remind me who I am and who He called me to be. And so even when I forgot or lost track of that, or maybe even, you know, didn't want to believe it, honey, God still came through and reminded me, oh no, baby, you're mine. You're mine. And I got something better for you on the other side of this darkness, honey. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel, even if you don't see it just yet, even if you don't believe it just yet, because of all the negativity surrounding you, the negative things surrounding you, honey. Don't you let that entrap you for too long. Oh no, no, no. You're gonna have to come up out of that. You're gonna have to. You're either gonna have to come up out of it, or you're gonna stay in it and you're gonna get lost in it. And honey, that's not what I want for you at all. That is not at all what I want for you. What I want for you is to be the wonderful, luminescent being that you were created to be. We all have different paths. We all have different struggles, different stories, different adventures that life will take us on. But you have to be more in tune with self and God. And God is self, honey, because you were made in His image. And when you are in tune with self, you can get further in life. So I encourage you to never say farewell, because when you're in that darkness, if you say farewell, farewell to your hope, farewell to the light, farewell to love, and that means that you lack faith. And I don't know about you, honey, but I prefer to rise again like the phoenix rising up out of the ashes, because it just sounds better. It just feels better to me. And I am a being that feels everything. I am a feeler. I feel everything. And I want to feel like God has his hands on me. No matter what I think or believe, no matter what someone tries to make me believe and make me think about myself through their slanderous words and behavior, talking about me behind my back, mistreating me, lying to me, disrespecting me, making me feel less than or unworthy of God's love. Oh, I did that wing too thick, honey. Anyway, we're going to keep it moving, okay? Keep it moving. Anyway, whenever I feel those things, I often have to remind myself that that's not who you are, honey. The opinions of others don't bother you. No, they do not. They don't make you. They don't shape you. Now, they may break you if you let them. Keywords, if you let them. Okay. But the idea is to hold strong and steadfast to that faith that you carry. Keep it on the forefront of your mind and your heart at all times, because at the end of the day, it's that faith that's going to get you and lead you to that light at the end of that dark tunnel. And who knows how dark it will be and how long your journey will be. But at the end of the day, as long as you stay focused and fervent and faithful, you will come out of it successfully. And at the end of the day, I believe in you. I believe in you. And at the end of the day, I love you. If no one has told you today, let me be the first to tell you, honey. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I don't even think you understand, honey. Because even in my times of darkness, I'm still able to spread that love to you. And there are times where I may step away and need to regroup and regain my focus on and my clarity. But in those moments, honey, it's nothing but healthiness coming from it. Because I believe in good health. And I'm sorry, y'all, when I get hot when I'm doing my makeup, and that is my, excuse me, my soft spot right there. I like to sweat for whatever reason. I like to sweat underneath my nose or my upper lip there. I don't know why. Anyway, when I get lost in those moments, I always have to regroup and remind myself, you know, honey, you are such a beautiful soul. You're such an incredible person. You are amazing. You're gifted. You're talented. You are loved, honey. You are loved and you are loved. Even when nobody wants to show you love and everybody wants to act like they don't have enough love to give you, but you spreading around all your love, honey, just remember, you are loved. I love you. Ooh, got me. I love you. I love you even when you don't love yourself. I love you. I love you even when it's hard to love yourself. And believe me, it can get hard. Ooh, it can get hard. Trust me. It can definitely get hard. But that doesn't mean that you give up. And that doesn't mean that you lose the faith. Don't ever lose the faith, honey. And don't ever lose sight of who you are. Because you are here for a reason. You have a purpose here. In this lifetime, you have a purpose here. And I encourage you all to become one. Find your synchronicity when you're lost and feeling feelings of defeat. Find your synchronicity. Remind yourself who you are. And if you ever need that reminder, you can come get this healing with Hadassah. Come get this healing with Hadassah, honey, because I'll be the first to remind you who you are when you forget. I'll be the first to remind you, honey, you are made in the image of God. And so, nothing else can stand in your way. Not rejection, not fear, not doubt, not insecurities, not a lack of love, not a single soul in this world, honey. Not a single soul in this world. Not a single one can stand in your way when you know just who you are. And if you ever forget, like I said, I'm your reminder. Come to me. Let's talk about it. Let's get down to the root of it. Let's figure out who you are. Because I can assure you, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than anything that tries to weigh you down and bring you darkness. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's bigger. It's bigger. You're bigger than that darkness that's trying to overcome you. I want you to rise above it. I want you to come up out of it. I want you to remember who you are. To all my beautiful people, remember that you are beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful. Even when you don't see it or want to believe it for yourself. Even when you've done some dirty things. Even when you've done some hateful things, some harmful things, some things that you wish you could take back. Remember that you are still loved. Absolutely loved. Absolutely loved. Absolutely beautiful. We all make mistakes. We're human. It's a part of our nature. Hey, I'm not going to fault you for it. You're making mistakes. I'm going to fault you for it. No. If God can forgive, honey, and I'm made in the image of God, then I can forgive too, right? Now, don't get me wrong, my beautiful people. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to forgive. That doesn't mean that you allow people to continue to hurt you. No, that's not what we talk about. Because if somebody doesn't know your worth and your value, honey, then they're not meant for you. It's time to go. Release them with love. Release them with love. Because they just don't know who you are. And that's not their fault. The problem is they really just don't know who they are. And when they don't know who they are, it can sometimes translate to you not knowing who you are, but you must always remain aware of who you are in this life and the next. Because there are always going to be people who try to take away your gifts, you know, your essence of your very being of who you are. It's always going to be somebody that's trying to downgrade you, defeat you, run over you, honey, try to demean you, try to tell you who you think you are, or ask you who you think you are, you know, and all of that. Oh my gosh. Honey, let those people go because they are still living in darkness. They are engulfed in it. They are wrapped up in it. They're entrapped in it. They are stuck in it. And the only way for them to come out of that darkness is to go ahead and get that healing. Remain in that darkness for as long as it takes for them to be able to rise again and rise above it. And like I said, that journey, it looks different for everybody. That journey to healing is different for everybody. Everybody's not going to experience the same things. Not all the time. But as long as you don't say farewell when the road darkens, then that means that you have remained faithful. And my beautiful people, I want to remind you to remain faithful on this journey. And as I go through my day today, it's a special lady's birthday, so I want you to travel with me as I make her day today. She's turning 41. I don't know if she wants me to tell you that or not, but I'm letting you know she's getting ready to get something she didn't expect. It's not much, it's something slight, but I know that she's a hardworking woman and very well deserving of so much more than I could even give or begin to offer her. But I'm going to start with just my small token. You get it? J.R.R. token? Okay, I'm sorry. Synchronicity, okay, anyway, even though that's not how you spell token, I know. It's okay, follow me. Little token of my appreciation to her and who she is. Her name is Miss Monica. So I'm going to go ahead and do my hair, and I'll be back to walk you through how we treated her for her birthday today, okay? Bye, beautiful people, until later.
I don't know, guys, but something about this card is just speaking to me today. I am beautiful, I am superior, and the entire world revolves around me. Let's turn it inside. Get in touch with your inner cat and have a great birthday. Oh my God, that is just so pretty. I think she will love it. Let's see this one. And oops, oh my God, let's not do that, Hadassah. Okay, this one, it says, it's your birthday. Instead of us whining about getting older, let's whine about it instead. Cheers to you. Okay, that one's cute too. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. She's turning 41. What do you think? Like, all of these cards are like whack. So I have to like really choose a good one. Okay, anyway, back to the drawing board. Here we go. All right, my beautiful people. So we are halfway there. We went and got her some balloons. Right? They're so cute. And of course, with my OCD, you know, these flowers, they gotta match, okay? Gotta match. So here we are. We're on the way. Okay, let's go to work. Honey, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I'ma always give you your flowers while you still here. Okay, my beautiful people, so we finally made it to work. We're a little late, but it's okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna just check things out first before we start bringing in all the abundant gifts, okay? So let's just scope things out and see what we're working with today. But first, let's clock in. All right, y'all. We about to sing happy birthday to Miss Monica, so here we go. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Monica. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay. All right, tell us, what have you learned this year? I mean, we're only what, 8 days in?
Thank you, boo.
You welcome. Yes, 41. Yes, 41. What's she talking about over there? Oh, she want to teach you how to twerk. Okay, from your amazing team, we want to thank you for all your hard work and happy birthday. Yay. Don't cry. Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, ooh. Yes.